looked like he hit at least one car and he flipped the car over. So when you drive too close to a car on your left side or your right side, just so you know, your front tire is going to roll the rear tire and it's going to cause your car to flip. I think people should know that, but if they don't know that, this is prime example how you roll the car. Um, you hit the, and I've seen it happen. I almost done it when in my younger years when I was driving an SUV when my tires extended out more than the wheel well. And that's why when they do your registry inspection, they want your tires to be within the wheel well so it doesn't, stick out. Some cars have their tires that stick outside the wheel well, and it causes that. So, prime example, what happens when you roll the tire. Just be careful, be cautious, be safe. He's like, you glad that wasn't you, right? He said, I'm glad. As long as it's somebody else. The fire department got the street kind of blocked off down there. Car roll over in the middle of Quincy Street in Dorchester. This is Barry Street that dumps into Quincy. Barry runs off of Hamilton. I believe off of Hamilton. Yeah, engine 17 down there. How it happens is just not paying attention, poor judgment, a little speed, not too much.
Did you guys see what happened?
No.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah. It looks like a single car accident. Doesn't appear to be a. I don't know if the driver stood around or not. Is the driver still here? He's saying. One car going one car going the other way or something like that. I don't know. So it happens when somebody comes out of their lane or somebody's. Okay, so the white car. Did he hit the white car? Allegedly, the white car, this white SUV right here, was going this direction, and the black car was going that direction. And somehow he hit the rear of that car and flipped over. But I don't know if he got any damage on his car. We'll check and see. See if he got damage on his car. I don't know. Could be something. We just got some damage, a little bit. Yeah, he just got damage. Why do he send these cars up Barry Street and Barry's a one way? Doesn't make any sense. Why do he send these cars up here? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Barry's a one way, so you can't go down Barry. And the cruiser's blocking the street, so it doesn't make sense. If the cruiser's blocking the street, guys, that means it's got to turn around, my man. Figure it out. If you know how to drive, you can figure it out. Or maybe he don't know how to drive. That's the other problem. You know what? We got to really focus on the registered motor vehicles because I was told that there's a great number of people that cannot pass the road test that's driving on the road. I don't know if that's true or not. There's a large number. I was informed by an individual. There's a large number of people. If you gave them an average road test right now, they will fail. So that's very concerning. Marva Haley had a big drug investigation in her cabinet just a couple of days ago. So if that's true, then we got to find out what the registry of motor vehicle is really doing. And who is the registrar of the motor vehicle? Who's that so-called registrar? What does they do? What is their job description? Like, are they keeping these people in check? And we're gonna look into that. I'll get more information, but I was told a large proportion of people in Massachusetts, state of Massachusetts, I'm not gonna say what particular towns, but don't or not able to pass, this road test if they were given. It's not. You thought you was in trouble? Oh, the toe. No, no. I thought it was the toe too, but it's not. It's not. Hold on. Okay, guys. For example, if you see a police cruiser, he was kind of further back though, but then he moved it forward. If you see a cruiser blocking the street and it's on your side of the street, 90% of the time it means don't go around that cruiser. That's what it means. So just because the other side is open, that don't mean go around it. I mean, I don't know if that's in the driving book, but it should be common sense. As a matter of fact, it's not in the driving book. But it should be common sense. If you see something blocking the roadway and it doesn't tell you to go around, or no one's directing you to go around, don't go around. How about that? When in doubt, don't. So that means here comes the tow truck now. We're gonna get the rollover here. We'll get this he might have to back the truck up though, turn it around. Cause it's, oh no, he could pass the car and do it on the other side probably too. Oh. Let's see. One more car. Pay attention, man. You're not focusing, man. You can't. That means he's distracted driving. That's what that means. That's still called distracted driving if you're not looking at the road. It's definitely called distracted driving. Because you're not focused on what you should be doing. Now, you should be able to. You got Peter's towing first on scene. He's gonna back up. He's gonna kind of swing it. Probably, I guess this is probably a good vantage point to watch the rollover, unless I go on the other side. Maybe the other side is a little better to see. We'll see what happens. We'll let him position himself and we'll see what we can do. That's what to the face of the fucking my 7 my niggas on play. Catch me on water posted with the gang. Me on 80 rolling on that train. At least we know the radio still works. Focus on that tire right there. At least we know the radio still works. That's your car? My car is white. Oh, your car's the white car? Yeah, the white car. Damn, so where's the driver to this car? No. He left? Because I'm parking here. So I know you're parked, so yeah. So this guy must have just. That's crazy. Oh, really? Wow. So crazy people. They don't pay attention. They drive too fast too. A little, if you slow down, 9 times that probably would never happen.
Yeah. Oh, I know. No, I was sleeping. I was sleeping. Heard up. Yeah. He wasn't going too fast. He wasn't paying attention. Because if he was going faster, he would have dragged further that way. But he was going at least about 30 or 40. He wasn't going like real fast. But you good in that? He's enjoying the music, man. He said he'd make sure he put it in park, which is very important too. If you don't put the car in park, because a lot of times the car rolls over, they don't put it in park. They leave it in drive. And he got. Hey, can you guys just go on sidewalk? Oh yeah, we know we're not going to stand in the street. Especially when you're on the hill, you don't want the car rolling down the hill. But you'll be surprised how many tow truck drivers don't do that. Always secure the vehicle before you flip it. This video is courtesy of Mark Means. He gave me, I heard it on the radio. I wasn't gonna come out to it, but Mark said check out the rollover. So here I am, Mark, check out the rollover. And we see rollovers all the time. I don't go to all of them, but Mark said check it out. I said all right. I heard the number on Quincy Street. I said I know where it's at. I figure it out. You got the go-to method, the J hooks. I think the J hooks are better than the smaller J hooks, but each tow truck driver has their own preference. Hey Mark, I guarantee you this is not going to be a 20-minute rollover like we were talking about the other night. I can guarantee you this is going to take no more than 5 minutes to flip this. Or less. Everybody has a different method. Let's see the method that he's using. Me personally, I would do it on the further wheel, but that means you might have to reposition the change twice. But we'll see what happens. Where's his snatch block at? It's up on the I think it's up there. Now a lot of these guys, they use it as training exercises, so you'll see what to do, what not to do when he does the rollover. Now he's got the snatch block. He's still got to reposition those chains a second time to get the full rollover though. Walking the truck. Am I missing anything, Mark? I know I'm missing something. I know what you're gonna say. He didn't chalk the wheels, so he should have put a chalk on the wheels when he rolls it. So you should block the wheels so the wheels don't drag. What else am I missing? Okay, right around the axle. Yeah, that's where you put it, right around that any metal framing. I think you even could put it on the rims if you want to, as long as you're pulling it. They do make rim straps for that reason. They make some straps for the rims that go right through the rim. It makes it a lot easier to pull. Find that sweet spot. No, not down there. Oh, what are you doing? I don't know. Let him do it. The other tow truck driver's like, why didn't you direct that guy how to flip that car over on I think it was Brighton. And I said he was already confused. I didn't want to confuse him anymore. Never do that. What he just did, never ever do it that way. Like don't. They have to be on equal sides. Don't unequal it, because now you're pulling from the bottom and pulling from the top. That's not going to work out the way you want it to, you know. This might be a longer than 20-minute tow, marker. I think I'm wrong on this one. Where's his glove? Where's his safety vest? I know that's gonna come up. Now he's gonna try to reposition that car again, get it square with the truck. He's not putting the. He's got to put the snatch block down to make it really work the right way. See, he's just gonna drag the car doing that. You got to put the snatch block down. You got to get a downward pull. Now he could do it if it was straight. He could pull it like that. He's got to reposition that. I would reposition that vehicle before I do all that. He's gonna move the truck. I know one particular tow company is gonna be looking at this and ask what this guy get his training from. And it's not in Boston either. It's gonna be in another state. Gotta get a free spool, then pull. Let's see. I think that snatch block is not really working the right way. He needs a longer chain on that snatch block. So you need to get a longer chain. I guess the original chain probably broke, so he needs a longer chain on there. And these cars are trying to squeeze right behind him, which is making his job more difficult. He's got to reposition that whole vehicle back to where it was. Take his time, man. No rush. You don't rush perfection. They definitely go wait. The funny thing about it, me and another tow truck driver was just yesterday. He did a lockout for me. We were just talking about rollovers. How rollovers and trespass towing is two different things. Recovery towing and trespass towing is two different animals entirely. The fire trucks, I'm not sure if they're trying to make it all the way down or... I'm too sure where they're going. I don't know if they got a struck. I'm not too sure what the call was on that one. I wasn't really listening to the radio. I know they're gonna call them out just to put Speedy Dry down. That would be kind of stupid. Somebody had to give them a call though. Just so you know, the tow truck drivers are supposed to have Speedy Dry on their truck at all times. I don't know if the Boston police is aware of that or not, but that should be something made aware of them at roll call. If they don't have Speedy Dry in their truck, that's technically a breach of contract. Did they call you guys out just to put speedy dry down? I don't know why they do that. That's a waste of resources for the fire department. You got tow truck companies that supposed to have speedy dry. You got public works that should have speedy dry. You guys are hitting cardiac arrest, fires, and all that kind of crazy stuff. So you only put speedy dry down at the accident. After that, they shouldn't be calling you guys back out for that. I'm gonna talk to the mayor and find.
What's the fuel tank? What's
Right.
or anything like that.
Exactly. I'm gonna ask the mayor what's the protocol for that, because they don't have it set up the right way. It's not set up the right way at all.
Usually we would just stay from the act, but we were in the way. Like the tow
Right.
truck wasn't going to be able to get in here if we stayed here.
Usually when you clear, you'll come back and listen to something else. Because 17 was at the bottom. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll definitely figure that out. I'm gonna make a call down to City Hall and find out why they call the fire department just to put speedy dry down. So these guys have responded to cardiac arrest. They respond to car accidents as it is, and they got so many other calls that they got to do. They got lockouts. They got so much stuff they got to deal with. Just to come up with speedy dry down, I don't think that's cost effective. Now you got to have another ladder, another engine covering them while they're doing this. And I'm pretty sure he got speedy dry on that truck there. If he doesn't, then he should. That's a one way of turning a perfectly good car into a not so good car. That car is probably going to be totaled based off of the damage, the airbag. Then again, it might not be. But more likely they probably will. Yeah, more likely they probably will. Yeah, some people will buy those cars and salvage them, recondition them, and let people know that it's a refurbished car. And I don't know if they do it in Massachusetts, but some states they can fix it up and resell it. But they have to let you know that it's been in an accident, though. We got two different plates. I don't know. Maybe it's for another vehicle. But I hope that plate wasn't used in no kind of incident. It might be a bigger problem. If they find out those plates were used in some kind of crime, then that's not going to make anything look good. Obviously, they run those plates and figure out like what comes up in the database. Now, just so you know, it's not illegal to have plates in your car, as long as they belong to you or they're not active plates. The problem is if you have plates in your car that they were involved in a crime or they were attached plates onto another vehicle, that's when it becomes the actual crime. Like, or if they're stolen plates, you know, you're in possession of stolen plates as well. But if you find a plate on the ground and you pick it up, you can argue the fact that you picked it up for scrap metal or something like that. But I don't have stolen plates. I have plates that are probably in the trash that go to scrap metal. But then again, they could be stolen plates and you don't know. There's another tow truck coming now and behind all these cars. I'm not sure he's for him. Maybe it is. Just gotta pay attention to what you're doing, guys. Give it a try anyway.
Come on, man.
I don't know, man. Look at this. Look at that. can't make this up. You cannot make this up at all. If I was the registry piece, I'll pull him over. I'll pull him over and I'll take his license away and say, come back in 30 days and get it. I mean, I would definitely pull his license off for him and say, hey, just come back in 30 days. We'll see what's going on. And we just talked about people that could get licensed that cannot read and understand English. And that's not a downfall, but you should understand the rules of the road. If you don't know what stop means, then that's a big question. Okay, imagine somebody saying stop to you in English, but you don't know that means stop in another language. So you're not going to understand what the person's saying. So how can you get a license? I'm not saying that that's the case with this gentleman, but in general, how can... Well, this guy's almost got a spin out too, trying to run to the back of that. You gotta be careful out here. He's got one of the older style wheel lifts, but it still does the trick. You know. He's got that little muffler tailpiece on there. He still can get it under there. He can lift up one wheel and sling the other one under. But we'll see how he does it. Guys, holiday weekends are gonna be, you got Thanksgiving coming up. We just had Halloween. You're gonna have New Year's, you're gonna have Christmas. A lot of holidays in this next couple of months. So just be careful out there. Watch out for the people that are, you know, not in their right state of mind. If he lifts one side up, he can get the other. He can get the other side to bring up that side. Then he can slide that over, then bring it back down and push it all the way in. Either way, you know, there's always ways of doing that. Just lift it up, put a block under it, drop it back down, and hook it. You should have a block in that truck, right? He got to put a block under the tire, drop it back down, and push it underneath. That's a, it make. You put a block under the tire and drop it back down. You got to raise that tire up. Got a little higher than that. You gotta go higher than that, my man. Come on. He's got to get that dead center under that tire, though, to do that the right way. He probably could do it like that, too, though. But he has to lower that. But I would put that dead center under the tire. See, it's not gonna work that way. Put that under the tire directly. That way you can get it. You're not gonna have the angle doing it that way. You gotta raise that tire all the way up. Put that block directly under the tire. There's all kind of debris on this.
Go ahead.
I'm telling him to put it under the tire. He's putting it under the frame. Hold on, let me see. Try lifting it up, right? Put this under the tire. So when you come back down, this is on top of the tire. So the tire's on top of that. Lift it all the way up. All the way up, all the way up. Keep going. Up higher. A little bit higher. Now, take this. Stick it under the tire right there. Yeah, try that. See, make sure it's straight under the tire. Yeah, reposition it. Nope. Push it. Hold on. Bring it back up. Up higher. A little higher. Up. Hold on. Right. Up a little bit higher. Okay. Now come down. Now still. Hold on. Yeah, you got it. Yep. There you go. Now try it. There you go. I shouldn't be doing that, but I don't want him to get caught up doing that all day. There's Porter. Somebody asked me, do I want to work for a tow company? At this point, no. A company asked me, do I want to work for them? And I said no, right? I said no. Not that I can't. I know I can do it, but I do a lot of different things. If these guys can do it, oh man, if you see the stuff that I do. He's got it now though. But guys, it's all about angles. Me and my kids, we talk about this all the time. Angles and measurements. And if we're not good at it, but we're trying to get better at it, it's all about angles and measurements. And knowing what you're trying to do. That thing is, I don't know if he can lock that. Well, he got it on there though. I was gonna say maybe he can lock it one more rung back. Maybe he can't because it's kind of like not fully on the wheel. He should do his walk around and see that though. It's not fully on the wheel lift. Well, he's got it up there, so that's all that matters. All he cares about getting to the location. Guys, when you tow a car, always have. So he has one, so just utilize it. If it's on the truck, that thing has more than one purpose. I got one. Matter of fact, I think I got one in my car right now. To be honest with you. Yeah, the conventional wheelers that we know now, the ones that do it, that go underneath the carriage and go around the back of the tire, it would do it because it's so low to the ground. It makes it easier. These wheelers here are a little bit different. They usually work for trespass towing only. Cars with flat tires, it doesn't quite work the same. So it still works, but it's more difficult. So Boston Public Works is cleaning up the debris, getting all that up. And this right on Quincy Street, guys. Just after you pass, what's that? You coming up from Columbia Road that way and going down towards Bolden. Guys, you gotta be careful out there. A lot of these crashes could be prevented. Like this one definitely could be prevented. Had that car been going a little bit slower. Worst case scenario, you might clip somebody's mirror. You know, well, I can't say worst case scenario. Oh, this is worst case scenario right here. Well, at minimum, you might clip somebody's mirror. Worst case scenario, you flip the car over and the car rolls down the hill or something like that. Alright guys, we'll let the tow truck pull out of there. Once he pulls up, we'll give it a hit about here. Boston Public Works is cleaning up the rest of the remainder of the debris on the ground there. Guys, you just gotta be careful. In this street here, if you're not familiar with Quincy Street, there's a sign that says drive slow, but it kind of turns as it's going up a hill. So you can't see what's on the other side of the horizon till you get to the top. So if I'm coming up here and I'm making this turn, I can't see these cars coming towards me till I make it towards the top of the hill. And I mean, you just gotta be careful. I mean, you gotta anticipate the worst. Don't assume everybody knows how to drive. That's pretty much it. He's just getting at the finishing touches there. For the most part, he gets all the big stuff up anyway. Anything left after that, I mean, it's not much. Actually, what he's doing is what the tow truck drivers are supposed to do. The tow truck drivers are supposed to get all that glass up, all that debris, throw it back in the trunk and take it out of there. I mean, worst case that he come out and it's just light pole damage or something that's damaged part of the city of Boston. But any parts of the car are supposed to go back with the car, glass and all. It doesn't matter what it is. Alright guys, I'm headed out of here. Thanks for watching. He's taking a picture of it to make sure that they show that he cleaned it. And there's documentation that he did it, and I'm documenting that he did it as well. So I got two documentations of it. I guess we can catch you guys on the next one.